What guys are you doing? Let's do another pick a card. Today is going to be no communication. And yes, I'm very great today. Like the sky today. And I love it. Yes, no more 22 degrees, okay? Cannot cope. Right, okay, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2. Part number 1, no communication. 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands, Strength. Well, there's gonna be communication very soon because, well, yeah, you end up together. Let's not go around the bush here. Happy ever after in a romantic sense, but it can be any kind of context, really. We are seeing here a situation where there's stability. It can be, yes, mom and dad and the children, the dog, the cat, the house, but it can be two mom, two dad. It can be a business, it can be whatever, right? So it's happy ever after. 10 of Cups, a lot of a lot of feelings, a lot of emotion, and a lot of love. So if it's for a job, it's for a passion of yours, it's something that really you're so devoted for it that you want to make it happen, right? So I'm trying to cover all kind of area. It's a general reading, obviously. As a Wands, well, yes, because this is a new beginning, and we went through the 10 of Wands before it, and let's not forget. So maybe one of you was giving too much, were carrying the connection, the relationship, because 10 of Wands is carrying too much and caring too much. And then we have to rediscover the I am, all right? So maybe for you, you were carrying too much that relationship, the other person was completely out of balance. So, or it could be reversed, as you know. So now we have an understanding of I am, I know who I am, and I know my place, and I'm ready to build a future with you, regardless of the context, right? But it's very clear, and there's a lot of passion, and I will leave it there. Right, very strong connection, but also you were very strong. So that person was like, oh my God, right? Can I handle it? And if you had a tendency as a 10 of Wands before that to carry a lot, to do everything, then they were feeling like, what do I bring to the table? You do everything, you carry everything, you just, I don't feel like, I don't know where my place is. I don't even know if I belong here. I'm not, accusing anybody of doing too much, but I've done it myself, right? So it's happened more often than we think, okay? So for you as well, to define yourself like you are enough the way you are, you don't need to do extra, you don't need to carry people, you don't need to care extra. You can allow people to find their feet without you having to carry everything, and maybe redefine the I am without the role of caring and carrying people, right? Interesting, huh? Because how do you define yourself? By being enough, not having to give extra. That could be a bit of a challenge himself. I wish things could be different. And they will be different. Excuse me, George is here. And they will be different because we know the ending is absolutely fabulous. So no problem. But yeah, at some point, maybe they were, they were carrying somebody else. The 10 of Wands before that, Ace of Wands was, I wish I could be free. I wish I could be with you, but I'm with someone else. For some of you, that could be the situation right there. So there's a lot of regret, it's heavy, and realizing that they're not happy where they are, but they could be happy with you. Wow. Okay, forgiveness. Let the past go. Clear your heart and mind through forgiveness. Boom. Right? Forgiving yourself as well, because inevitably you may have believed in a relationship, the sense of I am was a bit confused, either on your side or on their side or both. So you have to forgive yourself for believing in somebody and also rebuilding yourself and be stronger than ever. But you may have to forgive them too, and they have to forgive themselves too, and forgive whatever. A lot of forgiveness going on, great. But let's move to the next level. Let the past go. We don't need to marinate in the past, right? So no communication, not for long, because inevitably we're going to have to talk. There's a lot to say. Indeed. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Are you kidding me? Next time, no, not next time. Next step, next time, possibly that's when the whole shebang will happen. But what I meant, next step is restart. So you both know who you are, where you belong, what you want, what you don't want. You're both available now, where you were not before. But you had to go through that process to figure it out and to both find your strengths. Because in order for you not to feel the need to carry someone else, that they have to be strong enough by themselves. But you are not responsible for them. They're not your child. No. So even your child, you will allow them, to do their own thing and to experience life as well. So to be over giving, overbearing, maybe controlling somehow, that's not good for you neither. And why do you spend your time taking care of everyone else instead of looking after yourself? Ouch, Axelle. I know, because I've done it myself. So that's why I'm happy to say so. Yeah. Take care of yourself. Don't carry the world. Ooh, that's a nice sentence. Ooh, perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Did we have this one yesterday? Look at this design. Yes, perseverance. Carry on. Because at the end of the day, whether you're together or not, you have to be true to yourself. The S of one is I am. Who are you? When you know that, as a relationship, you will work better. As a person, you will be better. As an employee, as an employer, you will be better. When you know who you are, then a lot of things fall into place organically, right? So perseverance, continue doing that work. But be kind to yourself, forgive yourself for not doing that before, but you were not ready. Caterpillar, cocoon, butterfly. You cannot go from caterpillar to butterfly straight. No, because if that happens, you have to let me know. Of course not. So you allow that naturally. The nature is right. Okay, so why do we think we know better than nature? I mean, hello, we have to wake up on that too as well. Nature have a process. So how comes you cannot have a process yourself? Not everything is on Amazon again, right? So no communication, not for long, because boom, bada boom, we start again. Yes. Okay, part number 2, no communication. The Empress. 8 of Swords. Death. Amazing. I mean, I know death is... No, it's not death. It's rebirth. Okay, so 2 major arcana here. Boom, bada boom, right? So that now that you are an Empress, male, female doesn't matter, you are 4 queen. And particularly the Queen of Swords. You know what you want, you know what you don't want. The Lady of Justice. The thing is, now you are the arbor, as I like to say. The arbor is waiting for the boat to come in. It's not the arbor going to the boat, right? So you are, excuse me, George is here. Soft power, gentle, that's it. You're here, but firm, right? And someone was maybe overthinking everything. And of course, the sword is the mind as well. As a Queen of Swords, you have to think as well. But not being in jail in your mind. None of you, or either of you have to remove that limitation of the mind. The mind can be your worst enemy. So forgetting about that limitation of the mind, getting out of that, because seriously, there's no door in the jail, so you can really come out whenever you want. Because you put yourself in there, so you can get out yourself. Tough, but yeah, true though, right? Exactly. And a rebirth. Because it maybe it's easy to say, oh, but it's not going to work, I don't see how it could work. I don't know how. The how is not your problem. I mean, the universe will take care of it, but what you need to be aware of is, why are you putting yourself in the limitation of the mind, and your person as well? Maybe both of you. So why do we put us, and it's number 8. I mean, are we going to do that all our life? That's it, all the time? Oh no, come on, let's go. Rebirth. We need to end something, so something has to die, but it's not a person dying. It's something has to die, a situation has to be over, and then we can be reborn and restart. But this time as an emperor, moving toward the empress, boom, bada boom, right? Logical. Tarot is straight to the point, really. Yes. Okay. Yes. Really? Yeah. Be reborn as an emperor. taking action, opening the heart. That is an emperor. Male, female doesn't matter, right? The timing just wasn't right for us. I'm telling you. Boom, bada boom, right? Of course. Now a rebirth because the timing now is correct. Universe knows best. Universe knows exactly what's going on behind the curtain. We know a little bit. That's what we do, a little bit, compared to what the universe knows, right? Of course. So when you have that, you know everything's going to be all right. Whatever you need to find out, you will find out. Someone who needs to be with you will be with you, will be with you because it's right and not because they need to be with you, by the way. Bingo, right? So know, everything's going to be all right. Because it is. Faith, bingo. Do not lose faith. The storm cloud will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. Faith, as we say, is not religiously connected. For some of you, yes. But, why is it itchy? It's believing in what you don't see. You don't see it yet, and yet you believe. You believe in love, you believe in good people, even though you see a lot of idiots around you. Yes, but you still have faith. You still believe love exists, and actually, nothing wrong with love. Love is not the enemy. The problem is human beings who do not do their work. And they limit themselves in the mind, I can't do that, but no, you have to let that go and be reborn. Yes, and that requires work. So a lot of people don't want to do that. They just want, boom, bada boom, quick and easy. No. No. Right? And not everyone, deception. Here we go. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Oof. Yes. That's why that relationship had to die. And if they want to be reborn, they will have to remove the mask. Powerful. But an emperor will have to let go of the, appearances and really go deep and clear themselves in order to become an emperor. You're already there. You're already there. So, the harbor is already built. So the boat has to wake up, do something about it, figure it out who they are. We're removing the mask, and then they can move forward towards you. Of course, just because someone is coming back to you doesn't mean you open the door. No, you will choose. Do you trust them? They may have made a mistake, fine. It happened to everyone. But did they do a lot of mistakes? Because the Queen of Swords is here. So Queen of Swords, we give you chances. And maybe more than one. But at some point, oh my God. You cross the line, well, good luck to you. You better run. Arrivederci. So a rebirth, not in every cases over here, right? So for some of you, you will say, well, I believe you have what it takes. And yes, I open the door again. But it will be the last time, by the way. Hello. And for some of you, say, not convinced. You have the right not to be convinced. Maybe they're not enough for you. Good. Arrivederci, right? Straight. Okay, surrender. How many times? I can release my need to control. Yes. Because it's beautiful. I mean, you don't control anything. As an Empress energy, male, female, doesn't matter. You are covering your heart as a Queen of Cups, for example, and you watch a show. You just watch a show, like when you're in a movie, you just like, okay, fascinating, oh, interesting. Do you have to get involved in a movie? No, you're just watching. Surrender, surrender, surrender. And you let things unfold naturally. You do not take part in every bit of it. No, you don't want to get involved. You just wait and see. And someone will have to get out of their own jail, mental jail. But the fact that we have number 8 can be working both ways. They can be like forever in la 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 forever, or your relationship is through a rebirth meant to be forever. Because number 8 is infinity number, right? So either way, you see which pile within the pile talks to you, resonate with you. Maybe it doesn't, and that's okay, right? But there is an idea of rebirth, and we had better be an emperor moving toward the Empress. But if they're trying to come back to you because they have nothing else to do, arrivederci, right? You will know. Okay, on this not a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.